Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off some. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Rudolph on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rudolph on first down. This is Bell on the dump-off. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. is Mason Crosby for the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Switch. Gone.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56. Detroit. Gone.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Rudolph looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. It's complete to Brown, right side. line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Gone!
On first down, it's Rudolph. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Watch him now, Barney!
The give is to Bell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rudolph now to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Left side complete, Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. What a spin. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And incomplete, almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. So we reach halftime here in the Steel's, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Detroit! Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Letting one fly deep for... man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now running. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A give to Bell. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Goes underneath for Bell. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Lucky 56.
Now it's Rudolph going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun. Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Let him know.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sharp's got it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Barkevius Mingo. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 3-19.
to throw here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And a nice spin into some open field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Gun. Mike 59. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Detroit. Let's go. Gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No, check, Patriot!
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, They drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.